What's going on, guys? I would now like to welcome you to the online career mode season 3 driver lineup. So let's see what the grid of the season 3 of the online career mode looks like. So for Mercedes, the days of Ollie Glazebrook are gone, and they now have Sean Grant and Robert Hunter. Robert Hunter drove for McLaren Mercedes last season and he has been moved up to Mercedes, while Sean Grant was moved up in season 2 from Lotus after Patrick Veenstra had to leave. And going up to the runners-up of last year, we are looking at Red Bull, and they have two new drivers under James Head and Benny Pissier. So Benny is a brand new driver, and it will be interesting to see how he can do in a top team. James Head drove for Toro Rosso, the sister team of Red Bull, and he's moved up to Red Bull, and it should be an interesting season with two new drivers for the Red Bull team. And going on to the third team, they are no longer McLaren Mercedes, they are now McLaren Honda, and they have Matthew Orange and Nathan Owen. Nathan Owen is another brand new driver, never been in the OCM before, and it'll be interesting to see what he can do. While it'll also be interesting to see what the previous runner-up Matthew Orange can do in the McLaren with now the Honda engine. And so they've gone from the strongest engine to an engine that we think should be pretty good, but let's see how we can do. And now going on to Williams, they are the only team from season 2 to maintain their current driver lineup of Joseph Willers and Jake Walmsley. Jake Walmsley was originally at Lotus, but in pre-season he was released and rehired by Williams. So Joseph Willers and Jake Walmsley again back at Williams. It'll be interesting to see what they can do in this upcoming season. So Williams, I think they'll be targeting podiums and good results all through this season. So we'll have to see what they can do in Williams. While now we go on to Toro Rosso. They have again two brand new drivers in Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz. So both rookies in Toro Rosso. It'll be interesting to see what they can do. With of course it is only Red Bull and Toro Rosso running in the Renault power unit, and they didn't have the best power unit last year. But when they made upgrades this season with the Renault engine, we'll have to wait and see. But they're the Renault power unit in the car. It'll be interesting to see how they do. And on to Ferrari. Oliver Glazebrook, the reigning and double world champion of the online career mode, is now driving for them. Alongside him is Daniel Roberts. So it'll be interesting to see whether Oliver Glazebrook can keep winning and win another world championship after moving from Mercedes and moving to Ferrari. Obviously, it is the most famous outfit of the sport, and if he can win there, then he'll be the first person to win with two different teams since Fangio back in the 1950s. So Oliver Glazebrook and Daniel Roberts in Ferrari. It will be interesting to see if Oliver Glazebrook can again claim his third world championship in a row. And on to Lotus, they have Matthew Goddard and Pastor Maldonado. Matthew Goddard again at Lotus, he is another new driver, and Pastor Maldonado is there for another season. But Matthew Goddard now in Lotus, he's never driven the OCM before. It would again be interesting to see how he does. Obviously Lotus now with the Mercedes power unit, so they should be pushing for good points. They'll be trying to just do well this season after last season not having a very good car. And it seems like they've got a similar nose to Mercedes, so it could be right up there. They will want to be right up there like they were when in 2012 and 2013 with Kimi Räikkönen and Roman Grosjean. So Matthew Goddard and Pastor Maldonado Lotus, it'll be again interesting to see how they will do. Matthew Goddard is a new driver. It'll be interesting to see how he can do in the OCM this season for his first ever season in the OCM. And moving on to Force India, again two brand new drivers in Wise Kuba and Matthew Titani. Again new drivers, but the Force India does have the Mercedes power unit once again for another season in a row. So it'll be very interesting to see whether Wise Kuba and Matthew Titani can get Force India right up at the top for the first time in their career. Obviously they've had a second place and a pole position back in 2009 with Giancarlo Fisichella, and they've had consistent points results from then sticking in midfield. But let's see if Matthew Titani and Wise Kuba can get them right up to the top. As we move on to Sauber, they had 24 points last season, and now they've got two brand new drivers in Felipe Nasr and Marcus Ericsson. We're interested to see whether they can get Sauber more than 24 points this season. I know that they'll be targeting more than 24 points, which is what they totaled last season, and it will be interesting how Felipe Nasr and Marcus Ericsson do. So again, brand new driver lineup. there's been a lot of changes in this season with lots of new drivers and pretty much all the old faces staying. Obviously Josh Anderson pulled out in Season 1 and he hasn't come back, and we don't know if he will come back, but other than that, pretty much all the people from Season 1 are still in the sport, with Sauber now having Felipe Nasr and Marcus Ericsson. And now as we go on to the final team, Manor Marussia, they have Will Stevens and Roberto Merri. So obviously they had a tragic accident with Jules Bianchi last season, and well, in 2014, and I would just like to say rest in peace. But Will Stevens and Roberto Merri driving for Manor, they will be trying to do the best they can and see if they can get up into the midfield. So I would run through a driver lineup again, but you've basically all seen it. But yeah, the main thing I'm interested to see is what Joseph Willows and Jake Warnes can do at Williams, being paired up for a second season, and to see if Oliver Glazebrook can win a third World Championship in a row and a World Championship with Ferrari in the most famous dressing room. But that's been it for the Season 3 driver lineup of the online career mode, and we hope to see you all on the grid on Australia.